Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. My name is Michael. Today I'm going to be making you a strawberry rhubarb crumble. This is going to be really fast to come together, so you want all your ingredients prepared. So I've got my strawberries here, and I've got 2 cups, or that's about 250 grams, and I've got those sitting in water to wash those, and I'm getting ready to cap those. And I've got me a couple of pieces of rhubarb here, and we want 2 cups of that, or about 250 grams of that also. I've got a 10 by 7 baking dish here. Go ahead and liberally grease the sides and the bottom of that with some butter or whatever you'd like for that. This is the 10 by 7. So I'm going to go ahead and start preparing my strawberries now. I'm going to go ahead and cap those, and I've got this little tool here. If you've ever seen any of my other videos where I use strawberries and things, this is really nice because you can put it right under the cap of that, and it just cuts it right out and takes the core with it. So if you don't have one of these, I'll put the link in the description box below if you're interested in that, but you can definitely use a knife if you want to. And with this cobbler, we want these pieces to be, we don't want them to be big chunks, but we don't want them so small that when they bake, that they disintegrate. We're not making jam today, we're making a nice crumble or cobbler. So let's go ahead and cut these up into smaller pieces than what we got here. And I'm just gonna cut those into about quarters. And that's what I'm kind of looking for with that. So go ahead and measure yourself out. 2 cups of strawberries, 250 grams. I'm going to put these into a bowl over here. Now some of these smaller ones here, I'm just going to cut those into quarters. I'm not going to cut those into smaller pieces because we definitely want some of the bigger chunks in there. And I'll leave some of them just like that. All right, I've got my strawberries prepared now. I'm going to set those to the side, and let's start working on our rhubarb now. So with our rhubarb, we want the same size pieces. You don't want them really small. You don't want them to cook down. So we're just going to cut these. I'm going to cut the ends of them off, and let's just cut these down into sections here, and that way they'll be easier to cut. So now that I've got them in workable pieces, I'm going to cut them in half, and then just cut these down into little chunks like that. And with that, I'll put those with my strawberries, and I'll continue and work on these last pieces. I've got my strawberry and my rhubarb cut up now, and I've got it in this bowl, and now let's zest an orange. So I've got about a medium-sized orange here, and I'm going to take my zester and just want the outside. You don't want to get down into the white part of that where the pith is at. That gets really bitter. We don't want that. We just want that nice orange on the outside of it. So gently go around that and zest this orange, and then we're going to come back and get some of the juice out of it. All right, I've got the zest of that orange now, and we're going to put that right on the top of our rhubarb and our strawberries here. So let's put that on there. And that looks like that's going to be about a tablespoon when that gets measured out. Now we're going to take our orange now. You definitely want to zest it before you cut it. It makes it zesting a lot easier. So we're just going to take this orange and just cut it into 2. We've got some seeds in there, and I'm going to get those out of there because I don't want those in my juice. And I don't have very many in there, so that's not going to be too bad. All right, so now that we've got that cut open, I'm going to go ahead and juice my orange. We want about 2 tablespoons of that. All right, I've got my orange juice now. I wanted about 2 tablespoons of that. That looks roughly what that is. And I've got 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to make a slurry that's going to help thicken up our cobbler on that. So we're just going to mix this together just like this. And we'll create a little slurry with this orange juice. You definitely want to do it here. You don't want to try to do it into your bowl with your rhubarb and your strawberries because you could get clumps, because you can see right here, this has little clumps in it until you get it broken up. There'll be no way to get those clumps out of that. And we definitely don't want clumps in our strawberry rhubarb crumble. So get those broken up into the orange juice, just like that. And we're going to go ahead and pour that over the top of our mixture that we've got here now. I've got 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar, or that's about 130 grams, and I'm just going to spread that over the top just like that. I've got 1 teaspoon of my vanilla. If you've never seen how I make homemade vanilla, I'll put the link in the description box below. Go check out that video. It might be something you're interested in. You won't have to buy it in the store anymore. This is 1 teaspoon of my homemade vanilla. And now I've got some salt here. I just need a pinch of salt to go on the top of that. Now I'll take my spatula, and we're just going to turn all of that around and get all of that mixed together. All right, I've got everything nicely coated now. Let's set this aside and work on our crumble. Now let's get started working on our crumble now. So we're going to start with some flour, and this is 3/4 of a cup of flour, or 90 grams, and this is all-purpose flour. We'll add that in. I've got a 1/2 cup or 100 grams of packed light brown sugar, and we'll add that in. A 1/4 cup of 50 grams of granulated sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to take a whisk and just whisk all those ingredients together. Now I've got 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and you want this to be as cold as you can get it. So just leave it in the refrigerator till you get ready to work with it, and we're just going to cut these up into little pieces and then I'm going to cut these up into little squares. It's the same concept if you're making a pie crust or if you're making biscuits. You want that to be as cold as you can get it, and we're going to cut those up into little squares just like that, and we'll put that in with our dry ingredients here. All right, I've got all of my butter cut up now, and we're just going to kind of evenly coat that with the dry ingredients we've got here. And once we've done that, we'll take our fingers here, and you want to put it between your index finger and your thumb, and you just want to kind of give it a squeeze, just like that. And we want to break that up, not into really fine pieces like you would do it if you were going to be making a pie dough or a pack of biscuits, but definitely you want it broken down into smaller pieces. All right, that's looking good. You can see I've still got some nice pieces of my butter in there. That's definitely what we're looking for. You don't want it so fine that you can't see that anymore. And then we're going to take a half a cup of rolled oats. This is about 45 grams, and we'll incorporate that right into the other ingredients. You don't want to put that in there before, because I think it would probably break it up if you put it in there before as you were adding the butter. So definitely leave those in for last, and that way they'll be in bigger pieces. And we're just kind of mixing that together. I'm gonna go wash my hands, and I'll be right back, and we'll put this together. All right, I've got that oven preheating down to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, or that's 190 degrees Celsius. And now we've got our pan that we're gonna be working with here. And we're gonna first put in the strawberries and the rhubarb with all of that juice with it. So we're just gonna put that in there just like this. I'm going to use my spatula and scrape anything out of there because I don't want to leave anything behind. And now we'll just take the spatula and just spread everything evenly out across the bottom. Now with our crumble topping, you'll just take your hand and we're just going to evenly spread this out across the top. This could not be any easier to make, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. I know you're going to want to try this recipe. Those strawberries are really coming through with that fragrance that they've got. Just really smells delicious. All right, I've got my crumble in there. You can just take your hand and just kind of move that around till you get that evenly spread out. And now we're going to put this into that preheated oven. I've got my rack down on the lower third, and I'm going to bake this for about 35 to 40 minutes. We want this to be bubbling. You'll see it coming bubbling on the side, and you'll get a nice crust on the top. So I'll be back and let you see what this looks like. All right, I've got my crumble out of the oven. I wanted to show you what this looks like. This is absolutely looking and smelling delicious. I can't wait to dig into it. I wish I could get into it now, but we're going to have to let this cool down. You can see here we've got some nice bubbling on the sides. We definitely don't want to cut into that now. We want to let this cool down and firm up. So let this sit here on this wire rack, and then we'll come back and we'll cut into it. Let's get some of that ice cream out for that taste test. We'll be right back. My strawberry rhubarb crumble is cooled down now, and it is still just a little bit warm. I can feel it. You definitely want to cut into this when it's cooler, but you want to serve it while it's warm. We're going to put some ice cream on the top of it. So we've got a nice crust on the top of it. I hope you can see that, what that looks like. We've got some nice strawberry and rhubarb juice here on the side. Let's cut into this now and get us a taste test. That looks absolutely delicious. The smell is absolutely incredible. Let's get me some ice cream here. Put that right on the top. And let's dig into it. Again, the smell is incredible. I can smell a little bit of that citrus in there. I can definitely smell those strawberries coming through. I know this is going to be incredible. I knew this was going to be delicious. It's got the right amount of sweetness in it. It's got a little bit of crunch from that crumble that's on the top. Definitely a hit. This is another one of these recipes you want to put into your book and use quite frequently. Let's try another piece. Delicious. If you like this content, maybe you might consider giving me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And while you're at it, check out one of these other two videos over here on the side. You might find something else you like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I want to hear how your strawberry rhubarb crumble turned out. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye now.